Holy crap, 40 words. 40. Hello, today is Wednesday, November 30th, 2016. I've tried to say that so many times I got it wrong. But it's the last day of NaNoWriMo. It's here. I think I'm gonna win this year. Somehow I've pulled it off. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that are struggling, and so to that I just say, if you've stuck with it through this month, if you've been actually writing with at least some kind of consistency and you've made progress throughout the month, don't feel any worse for not having won. Because last year I didn't win, and I had 20,000 words at the end of it, but that's 20,000 words of a story that eventually I want to finish. So that's already just a huge chunk done, and that's an accomplishment on its own. This year, I'm sorry, I'm a little stoked about this. So today's the last day, right? I've already finished my draft. I ended up finishing the draft right around 44,000 words, and I know there's a lot more stuff that I can add to the story, but that's going to take time to kind of figure that out and flesh it out a little bit. Definitely that's something that I'm going to be doing during revisions, but since today's the last day and I actually finished it on Monday, I just want to be able to get that last 6,000 words in. So rather than try to find a place to stick those words and spend all of that time trying to do that, I figured it would be a lot faster for me to get words in and a lot easier if I were to continue on to the second book, just to start writing the draft on that. And I did start doing that, and I have that option, but as I started doing it, I realized, no, what I really want to do is go back to last year's NaNoWriMo and continue with that story. I had thought about working on that story for this year's NaNoWriMo, but I did want to try something new, and I'm really glad that I did that because I absolutely love the story and the world and the magic system that's developing right now with that story. But at the same time, I do feel like I've abandoned Dar's fall. Oh, poor Dar. So I'm bouncing between those two things to get the rest of that, to get the rest of the words in for this month. And right now, as of recording this video, I have just under 3,000 words left to make it to the NaNoWriMo goal. And it's technically 2,700, but I'm gonna shoot for, you know, like 5,000 and a few hundred, because the website always eats like a few hundred words or so, so you want to have a little bit of a padding so you don't have to like bang your head against a wall when it doesn't accept your entire 50K amount. It has happened in the past. But I'm just incredibly thrilled. It's about halfway through the day here on Wednesday, the last day, and I'm going nuts on Twitter, and just like everything is moving forward, and it looks like I'm gonna win this year, and I'm really glad that I pushed myself this year to make it happen. I had my first day at my new job yesterday, and I know I'm not going to have the energy or the time to sit down and write like this in the future while I'm working at that job. So I have to figure out a way after this is all over to make sure that I'm still keeping up with the writing. It's something that, like, sitting down now and working on Dar's Fall, going back to that, is making me realize I could do this. Just, you know, on a day off, sit down, get like 1,000 words in, and just keep working on these stories and keep making sure that they are told. I have stories within me that I want told, and anytime I successfully complete NaNoWriMo, I feel very good about myself. It's a confidence booster for me. It makes me realize that I can achieve the things that I set my mind to. And I hope that there's a lot of people out there that are realizing this right now. Whether you made it to the 50,000 word goal, it's still an incredible thing to be a part of and to be keeping up with. And we're getting sappy and sad here, and I hope that this has all made it on film. But it did. But this is why we do it. Because we have these feels for the writing. This is why I struggle. I made a joke last video where, like, yeah, you missed out on all of the crazy shit happening during the writing, where I'm just kind of flailing around saying, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to make these scenes do what I want them to do. But I pushed ahead and I got through it, and I love that struggle though. I say I hate it. I say it's too hard. But I love that struggle. That's just the kind of thing that helps me get the words out in a way that makes sense. I don't know. I'm rambling. So I'm gonna get back to it. That was a field trip I didn't plan for. I'm gonna get back to the words, and I will check in when I hit the 50 ding ding. I have 2K left. I'm almost there. I have 1,100 words left. And I'm feeling a little burnt out today. I've written 4,000 words already, and that feels like that's about as much as I really can get done in a day, comfortably, like between 3,000 and 4,000 words. After that, my brain starts to feel a little mushy. And I think I can kind of stretch it to 5,000 or 6,000 if I need to, but that seems to be where my limit is, at least right now. And I'm sitting there with 1,100 words left, and I'm like in the middle of a scene, so it's not going to be that hard for me to sit down and try to get those words in. I can put some music on and power through it for sure. Like, I'm that motivated to get to the freaking 50,000, but at the same time, I feel like I need a break. So I'm gonna go do something. I need to do something. I need to do something else. I did it. I made it to 50K. I was writing and like getting in the zone, and I just kind of looked down at the word count. Not even like, I was like, okay, here's what's happened next in this scene. I'm gonna break this character's heart, and like things are going down. And I just happened to glance down at the word count, and it said 50,096 words, and I was like, I did this? I did it. Okay. Okay, let me finish this thought. So I wrote the rest of that thought, and then copied and pasted it into the verification on the NaNoWriMo website, and of course it ate like 100 words, but I had 18 words left over. 50,018 words! So it happened. And it's only 5 o'clock here. Of course, it's dark as shit already outside, so this is the only light I have on me right now. So that means this might be the earliest win for me yet? I don't know. It feels really good to be done. I mean, I knew it could be done today. I knew I could do this 5,000 to 6,000 words I needed, but I'm just glad it's over. Because now I can, like, actually use my Netflix account. I signed up for Netflix the month before, like a couple weeks before NaNoWriMo started, and I was like, that is a smart decision. maybe it just proves that I'm beating my procrastination bug? I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think it's just I wanted this a little bit more than I wanted to watch Orange is the New Black or whatever else I can watch on there, but oh, this is exciting. I have to call my family. I have to call my family about my job. Hey, in the same week I got a job and I finished NaNoWriMo. Hey! Maybe those things have something in common. I don't really know what to do now. I mean, because I started working on Dar's Fall again. That's like probably one of the coolest things. No, I can't say that's one of the coolest things about this whole thing. The coolest thing about finishing NaNoWriMo is that I actually got a finished draft out of it. I know there's still people out there working on NaNoWriMo still. I know you're up against the clock, and make sure that your time zone is set right. They did just tweet that out, but yeah, make sure your time zone is set out right, and then, you know, you have until midnight. Hopefully you don't need it. Hopefully you get to celebrate and have dinner and champagne and everything else, or, you know, whatever is age appropriate for you, but it's the day. And whatever number you end up with, if it's less than 50, if you're like just now hitting 40 or something, holy crap, 40,000 words. Let me just say, I almost stopped at 40,000 words like 3 days ago. I was exhausted from this whole thing because I was writing between 3,000 and 5,000 words every day for the last 10 days. And I was just exhausted. I think I did 600 words yesterday. Monday, I did quite a bit, but yesterday I worked. I didn't do anything beforehand. I just wasn't motivated. And then when I got home, I was so tired. I only did like 600 words. I felt really guilty. But I knew that I would have enough time today, since I didn't have anything to do. I could devote it to NaNoWriMo and get her done. And so that's what I did. That's what I did there. So I know the feel of being just completely exhausted by this and being ready to be done, even if you haven't reached the 50,000. Like, the 50,000 is a great goal if you have the time to devote to it. And I just so happened to move and not have a job and had time to work on it. And I think even if I had been at my previous job, there's like basically nothing that I did. I had the time to do it there too. So this year my circumstances kind of just worked out to where I had the time to do this. If I am still in the same job next year, which probably might be the case, I don't know that I'll have time to do it. We'll see. It's retail, so it's all of that stuff, but oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. I am very, very excited, and I'm excited to see all of the people finishing and joining the winner's circle. I wish you good luck for the rest of it. I am with you. I am cheering you on. You can do this. Thank you for everybody who followed along this year. I'm sorry I was so absent during most of the actual month of NaNoWriMo. I seem to have a problem like keeping up with it once the prep is done. But I'm very glad that you stuck around and you're as pumped about writing as I am, and let's continue this and keep some of this momentum, some of this, on through the remaining month of the year plus next year, and see where we can get before next year's NaNoWriMo. So I will see you again soon for another writing update at some point. I do want to check in a couple of times during December to see where I'm at, because maybe I might just continue writing on Dar's Fall until I get a finished draft of that, or maybe I start revising the magic colors. But I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! But I love